Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome back to another What Else is Going On, aka We Go podcast YouTube video. I'm your girl, your host, Taria. And I've missed y'all. I haven't been over here specifically to talk to y'all since like Thursday or maybe Friday, which, speaking of Friday, I hope you checked out Friday's episode that I had with my boo Keisha Irvin, y'all, talking about Salt Lake City. A time was had. So I wanted to come to y'all today. I took a break from being out in the streets for those of y'all that have been here know, but those that are new, welcome. Because side note, I got some new subscribers and new followers. We've been talking a little in the inbox from me being on Kempire's channel with Kempire and Brooke Ashley. So thank y'all so much. A time is always had with them. I love Kempire. I love Brooke. You meet people in these spaces that you're in when you do, no matter is what you do, whether it's YouTube, podcasting, this or that. And I met them because, I've been podcasting for 8 years. Came over, started doing reality TV / pop culture podcasting and I've been doing that for 4. And I met them because I had them come on the podcast, and then I started YouTubing, but they are just amazing, fabulous, supportive people. So thank y'all so much for those of y'all that saw me on the live that we did Friday's Real Housewives Takeover. We had a ball, a time was had. So thank y'all, new subscribers. I appreciate y'all. For those of y'all that have been here, y'all know that I appreciate y'all. I don't take any of that for granted. I came to y'all. I'm upset because I have this thing on my face, and since I was 14 years old, I have been into skincare. Since I got my first jar of Noxzema, y'all, my face belonged to Noxzema, okay? And randomly from that time until now, so what, from the time I was 14 and I very rarely had to deal with acne, but when I would get it, it's like in this same spot. 47 years old, I shouldn't have hormonal acne. Like, give me a break. Like, when is it going to end? And I'm trying so hard not to. So I'm going to leave it alone. Today's a little rough, but I just want to talk to y'all about a couple of things in this video. Then I'm gonna come back and talk to y'all about some Bravo things. Just quick stops. It's October, y'all, and I did not ask y'all like I try to normally do. What is your word for the month? Mine, I'm gonna keep it the same. Discipline. 3. Discipline, consistency, and action. Right. I need to be disciplined. I need to be disciplined to be consistent. And I need to take action on the things that I keep saying I want to do. I want to do this. I want to do that. And one of those is coming off the road because I do ride share. So I came off the road today to come do a video because I knew it had been a couple of days. But yeah, so what are y'all words this month, October? Is there anything that you're specifically pushing for, trying to get done, trying to accomplish? Or y'all like, I hadn't even thought about it yet because it is only the 6th. So whatever it is y'all want to accomplish, though, I'm in agreement with y'all that y'all gonna get it done and have what you need for this month. All right, y'all, let's get into it. First up, child. A mother's love knows no bounds, I guess they say. Sometimes I wonder if a mother's love can just be quiet. Maybe that's the wrong word to say, but well, let's get into why I'm talking about it. This is according to the Jasmine brand. Diddy's mom speaks out and defends Mogul. My son is not the monster they have painted him to be. Y'all, let's get into her official statement. I come to you today as a mother that is devastated and profoundly saddened by the allegations made against my son, Sean Combs. It is heartbreaking to see my son judged not for the truth, but for a narrative created out of lies. To bear witness what seems to be like a public lynching of my son before he has had the opportunity to prove his innocence is a pain too unbearable to put into words. Like every human being, my son deserves to have his day in court, to finally share his side and to prove his innocence. I'm not here to portray my son as perfect because he is not. He has made mistakes in his past. We all have. My son may not have been entirely truthful about certain things, such as denying he has ever gotten violent with an ex-girlfriend when the hotel surveillance showed otherwise. Sometimes the truth and a lie become so closely intertwined that it becomes terrifying to admit one part of the story, especially when that truth is outside the norm or it is too complicated to be believed. This is why I believe my son's civil legal team opted to settle the ex-girlfriend's lawsuit instead of contesting it until the end, resulting in a ricochet effect as the federal government used this decision against my son by interpreting it as an admission of guilt. It is important to recognize that none of us, regardless of our status, are immune to fear or mistakes. Not being entirely straightforward about one issue does not mean my son is guilty of the repulsive allegations and the grave charges leveled against him. Many individuals who were wrongfully convicted and later exonerated had their freedom taken from them, not because they were guilty of the crimes they were accused of, but because they didn't fit the image of what this society considers to be a good person. History has shown us how individuals can be wrongfully convicted due to their past actions or mistakes. Watching the world make jokes and laugh at my son's life crumbling before our eyes is something I can never forget. It is truly agonizing to watch the world turn against my son so quickly and easily over lies and misconceptions without ever hearing his side or affording him the opportunity to present his side. These lies thrown at him are motivated by those seeking financial gain and not justice. These individuals saw how quickly my son's civil legal team settled his ex-girlfriend's lawsuit, so they believe they can receive a quick payday by falsely accusing my son. False allegations of sexual assault thwart true victims of sexual violence from getting the justice they deserve. To make matters worse, the federal government is now using these lies to prosecute my son. This injustice has been unbearable for our family. The worst part of this ordeal is watching my beloved son be stripped of his dignity, not for what he did, but for what people choose to believe about him. I ask his supporters, fans, colleagues, friends, and the public to not judge him before you've had the chance to hear his side. I beg you to think about those who have been wrongfully persecuted, to remember that not everyone who has made mistakes in life deserves to have their entire existence judged by a single action or a few mistakes. My son is not the monster they have painted him to be, and he deserves the chance to tell his side. I can only pray that I am alive to see him speak his truth and be vindicated. I'm a mother. I imagine watching this happen is horrific. I also imagine watching what your son did to the ex-girlfriend, as you referred to her, knowing that that beast could live inside the person you birthed is horrific too. She said, we've all made mistakes. Me, you know, I want to see something before I get into it. Because sometimes we use these words. And so the word mistake, let's do it according to Webster's, right? Do we go, or Merriam? Yeah, let's see what Merriam-Webster says. I didn't say nothing about mistook. I said mistake. Thinking about, okay, here we go. To blunder in the in choice, to make a wrong judgment, to identify wrongly, confuse with another, to misunderstand the meaning or intention of. Basically, you choosing to kick a woman in her head, punch her, drag her, that's not a blunder. That's not misunderstanding the woman's intention. To make a wrong judgment of the character or ability of someone else. That's not what that was. So, mistake isn't the word to use here, with all due respect. Miss Janet, mistake wouldn't be the word to use. And look, we know that the justice system is not always set up in our favor. Let's talk about the Southern District of New York City and the evidence when they raided his home, the evidence that they got of him. I'm going to assume doing some things on those tapes or what have you that may prove to be illegal. So although I see that I'm just trying to be, although she's his mom, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know if she wants to, I don't even know if she can't believe what she's saying. I'm sorry. I don't even think she believes what she is saying. Um, that's why I was saying sometimes is it best for a mom to just be quiet? Like, of course, she's probably not going to come out and speak out against her son. So how about just say nothing like you've been doing? Because that long, lengthy statement seemed like a bunch of excuses made on his behalf. He just made a mistake with his ex-girlfriend one time. Now everybody is levying all these allegations against him. Now, while some out of all the ones we've seen, you may say, oh, some may be just a money grab, whatever. But we have heard these lawsuits in depth. And I just don't think or believe that that man was indicted and taken into custody by the Southern District of New York based on, as Meredith would say, rumors, without any type of, without them not having something on him. You know what I mean? I don't know. I may be just explaining this wrong because again, I just feel like, again, as a mom, yeah, you want to, I guess, defend your child. But to me, it's bad enough what he did to Cassie. If we hadn't even heard this other stuff, the fact that he was capable to do that and we're watching it on camera, we know that happened more than once. So, like, it's just like making an excuse for this grown man. I wonder if his lawyers or even him told her she needed to make this statement because to me, it's not a good look. But you know, I just, child, she can't believe all that. She can't. She cannot. Speaking of somebody else in jail, let's talk about R. Kelly. R. Kelly's appeal for X crimes convictions denied by Supreme Court. This is according to the Jasmine brand as well. R. Kelly's latest court move was unsuccessful for him. On Monday, October 7th, the Supreme Court denied the 57-year-old singer's attempt to overturn his convictions after he was found guilty of several X crimes, according to CNN. He was previously sentenced to 30 years in prison after being convicted of X trafficking in New York back in 2021. 2 years later, he was sentenced to 23 years in prison for a child P conviction. So that equaled 53 years total. In his appeal, R. Kelly claimed that the statute of limitations blocks the claims against him. Federal prosecutors never officially responded. So he wanted it overturned because of the statute of limitations, not because he didn't do it, but because of the statute of limitations. Denied. And speaking of R. Kelly, let's talk about his ex. R. Kelly's ex-wife, Drea Kelly, is writing a tell-all book. This is according to the Jasmine brand also. So Andrea Kelly announced that she's writing a book about some of the industry's secrets. In the trailer, she included several images of Sean Diddy Combs and her ex-husband, R. Kelly, an indicator that she will be spilling tea about their relationship. She captioned her post, I am a beast and a butterfly. God said it is so. The time has come to disrupt the deception. For years, people have spoken on my life without knowing anything about me. How crazy is it to speak on someone you've never met or had a conversation with as fact? Well, the time has come to speak without fear. No more forcing a smile to get through the pain of being me. No more be nice to please an unpleasant world. My book is going to set so many free. And if you have a problem, it's not with me. Take it up with God. This is his will, and it is so. Prior to their marriage, Drea was a backup dancer for R. Kelly. Together, they have 3 children. Joanne, Ja, and Robert Jr. R. Kelly filed for divorce from her in 2006. It was finalized in 2009. Both parties signed an NDA, and Andrea was given an undisclosed amount of money for alimony. No additional details about Drea's book have been released. Wasn't there a time when she was not defending him and then something came out and she came out saying he was a good father, he was a good this, a good that, just kind of like totally flipped it and then flipped back the other way? And I remember people speculating, was he giving her money? Like, outside of this settlement to have flipped the way she did, going from not defending him to now he's a good father, he's a good this, he's a good that. And now she's writing a tell-all book. Is she going to tell everything that she knows that he did, even though he's sitting in jail for his crimes committed? But you know what I mean? Or is it going to be about, when you say industry secrets, others in the industry? Because at this point, if you're going to tell it, then you got to tell it all. Like, you know, I also wonder, and look, expose all the people, expose them all. They don't need, expose them all. I do wonder if it's like a money type situation where she needs money, but you know what? Expose them. And if you get paid for it, you know, so be it. But I do wonder, uh, will it be R. Kelly heavy? And then, you know, for her to have Diddy in the trailer, will it be R. Kelly and Diddy heavy? Or is it true? Is it going to truly be about everyone in the industry that she knows these things about? You know what I'm saying? And then a part of me wonders, did she put it out there, and people that are in the industry that know she knows something, are they going to hit her on the back and like, yo, you writing this book, I'll give you X, Y, and Z to not mention me? You know what I'm saying? Like, did she put it out there on purpose before the book was done, instead of writing the book and then coming out saying, I've written this book? It's like, I'm writing this book and I'm putting out all the industry secrets, which gives people enough time to be like, yo, can I holler at you for a minute? The people that know that she knows the industry secrets. Child, I don't know. I don't know. We shall see. Last thing, real quick, something about Jussie. Jussie, oh, Jussie. This is the Jasmine brand. Also, shout out to the Jasmine brand. Jussie Smollett reveals he spent $3 million fighting his legal battle over alleged hate hoax. Jussie Smollett is speaking out about the costly fight to clear his name in connection with the 2019 hate crime hoax he allegedly staged. In a recent interview, the Empire star shared with Entertainment Tonight he has poured nearly $3 million of his own money into appealing his 2021 disorderly conduct conviction. I want to have all of these things in my life, and I don't want to have a felony on my record for something I didn't do. That's what we're fighting for. It would be easier if I had, in fact, done this to say that I did it. I wouldn't have spent almost $3 million of my own money. I wouldn't have had a trial. We've all talked about, do y'all think he staged it? Do y'all think he lied? Do y'all think? To spend almost $3 million fighting something, like, if he did, like, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like from the information that we were given, like, that he staged it. Okay. What about y'all? And so to spend $3 million, like, to watch your money go out, I almost feel like, did he say I spent $3 million on a crime I didn't do, versus it really being I spent $3 million to not go to jail, to try to fight me not going to jail for this? Because what? Three million, y'all, not 500,000, not a million, almost $3 million. And y'all know for a while he wasn't working. Child, maybe he banked up his Empire checks. I'm gonna be honest, I don't care if I was a billionaire. If I had to give somebody $3 million to fight something, oh, well, I guess if you're trying to clear your name, but just, to me, it's like throwing $3 million down in the toilet. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't care if I'm a billionaire. If I can just throw $3 million away, I'd rather throw it away, give it to somebody I know, help somebody out, shoes, bags. Like, so again, he may have saved all his Empire money, child. I don't know, but $3 million. Jussie, I still feel like he did it. What y'all think? Y'all let me know what y'all think about that story. Let me know what y'all think about Miss Andrea Kelly, in the book that she's writing. R. Kelly, denied, boo. You're going to be back right behind them bars. And like, y'all let me know what y'all think about Miss Janice, Diddy's mama statement. I will be back in a few minutes. I want to get into some Bravo stuff with y'all. That'll be a very short video, but just some things I want to touch on. All right, y'all. I love y'all, and I will talk to y'all later. See ya.